Hey y'all, welcome to Art of the Budget. My name's Nicole. My pronouns are she and her, and I live in the Pacific Northwest on what is the unceded territory of the Coast Salish Nations. And today I am sharing my June 2020 week 1 and 2 budget check-in. I realized that I have my work chair at home and it turns, so I find myself turning. I am doing a little bit of catch-up video making. I was taking a short break from video making because I wanted to sort of leave room for other voices on this platform during the Black Lives Matter uprising that we are currently in the midst of. And so I'm doing a little bit of catch up. And so let's go ahead and make this budget check-in pretty short. Let's go ahead and get into the numbers. Okay, so I actually went to the grocery store yesterday, and I'm really intending to only spend $200 this month on groceries. But I went to the grocery store yesterday and I spent $106.54 at f.i.r.e. What did I buy? Well, I did buy a little bit of like meat and some like a little bit more expensive things, some shrimp to go in the freezer, which is like a big, I get that when it's on sale, and then, have that for quick meals. So I did do a little bit of stocking up there, but I am trying to get out of this like pandemic mindset. And I feel like my stocks are, reasonable, and I'm not trying to like stockpile, and just getting out of that mindset. Anyone else? Okay, moving right along. I went to a Zoom talk, hey Violet, about abolition, because that's something I'm trying to learn more about. That is the abolition of the police force, and I paid what I could, which was $5 with the like tax or whatever. It was $5.13. And I guess it sounds kind of funny to put a talk about such a serious and important topic into the fun category, but I'm going to go ahead and do that because that's kind of discretionary. I also took Miss Violet, who's right here, to the specialist last week and the week before. It's kind of running together. And that was $800, $818.11. So I'm going to go down to the cat fund and move that on over. So as you can see, I'm already in the red, and we are not done for the month. So I may be dipping into my emergency fund, which is rough, but as always, really thankful to even be in this position. 3 years ago, I wouldn't have been. And I would say that I have emergency funds that I could dip into before my real emergency fund, like this car replacement or my down payment, these extra goals I've been working toward. So I'm a little bit, as much as I don't want to be dipping into those, I'm a little bit insulated from feeling really stressed about the money side of things. Obviously, the actual cat health side of things feels pretty stressful. Okay, so their usual Chewy came out. I feel like kind of confused about whether that was June or May, but anyway, if it comes out again, it comes out again. I think they've been a little bit overwhelmed during the pandemic, so it might have come out late. So that was 7203. I did another class. This was about studios opening up in light of the pandemic, or reacting to like how to best deal with the pandemic. And I'm also going to put that into the fun category. I had already done several sharing of my income things, and so I was not able to really donate as much as I would have liked to those classes, but there are more coming. Both of those organizations are doing pretty cool things moving forward. I did a little bit of sharing funds with friends and people that I work with, because They are people who I've learned a lot from, and yeah, who have been really generous in sharing their knowledge with me and with the art community about how to be anti-racist. And so one friend I sent $20. Oh wait, that was not the right category. I'm gonna put this into sharing. One friend I sent $25. You'll notice, well, if you kind of look in order, like my sharing gets a little less each time, but I'm excited to get to my next budget so that I can continue the sharing. I also shared $25 with my local bail fund for folks who are out doing actions. I shared $27.50 with Justice for Breonna Taylor. I did my usual Patreon, which was $20, and my usual $5 to the Trans Lifeline. Of course, Black trans folks are also disproportionately targeted by the police and are also disproportionately murdered or harmed, and so I really want to be supporting this Trans Lifeline that is a free support for trans folks. Okay, I spent $41.81 at Target buying allergy medicine. Oh, Violet is trying to get out of here. I realized after that part of the CARES Act was that we can use our what is it called? Our fund flexible spending account for things that are over the counter without a prescription. But I didn't think to do that, unfortunately. So I guess this is going to go into the health category. That was bad planning on my part. Okay. I went to Safeway and I need to make this a split thing. I spent $71.22 and 10 of that was on cat stuff. Where is that? Oh, kittles. That's why it doesn't come up when I put cat in. And I think the rest was groceries. Okay. So there we go. And I also bought a poster that says Black Lives Matter. It's right there in the window from a local artist named Yuki, and they are donating those proceeds after materials to the Black Lives Matter movement, and that was $10. So I'm gonna call that, even though it's like a little bit of a weird way to do it and it's not really how I budgeted. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and put that into sharing my income. All right, I had a little bit of income, and that was interest, $12.75 in interest, and $37.95 I got mileage from work for doing a material pickup. So that's going to go into miscellaneous. No, that's going to go into reimbursements. All right, that is the week 1 and 2 of June, and tune in to see what happens next time. Let me know how your budget's doing, and I don't know if these are all going to go up around the same time, but if you're seeing this a little later and you've had a chance to find any really great resources that speak to you about the Black Lives Matter movement, go ahead and drop them below for other people to check out. All right, I will see you later.